Today we're here at Cava restaurant in Lakeview, Louisiana, here with head chef, executive chef Austin Fauché. We're cooking a game recipe. You may remember a few weeks ago we went on a quail hunt. It was a lot of fun.
It's instinct, and it's really fun to watch them do what they were meant to do, and it just comes so easy. Shoot it! Good girl, good girl.
Well, the quail today is provided by Elsie and my friend Lainey. They went out and we saved some for this recipe. Tell us what we're making today.
Today we're going to make a dish called herb crusted quail. I'm from a very large fishing family, so hunting is something we do a lot, but when we do get wild game from our friends, it's always something really excited, so we always do special treatment for it. First step we want to do is take the quail off the bone. So here we have our wild shot quails from our friend Lainey. And what you want to start here with a nice clean cutting board, clean knife, sharp knife is absolutely key here.
Yes.
And to take it off the bone, these have already been pre-cleaned for us. They've just been gutted. And you can see right here the breastplate. What you want to do is you want to start at the breastplate using your knife right at the seam of the breast. And then you can open it up really easily that way.
Yeah, a sharp knife is really important, especially when you have fish and game. It makes a big difference when you're getting close and cutting neat cuts.
So you just want to kind of feel in there with your thumb. You pull the meat away from the breast with every little cut. Once you get to the center of the breast, that's when you want to start worrying about your wishbone. The easiest way to pull out the wishbone would be you push your thumb right here in between the breast.
I remember taking the turkey wishbone as a kid, drying it out, and then pulling with my brother, making the wish.
All right, so
might be a little small on a quail, though.
And there is our tiny,
Oh,
tiny
it's so
wishbone.
little. Adorable.
Right. We'll save that for later and make a wish. Okay, so this is actually the tender of the quail. All right, so once you get to the half there, you can take one breast right off, and then you're going to mimic that on the other side. It will be a little easier on the other side because now you don't have your wishbone.
There's actually a lot more meat than it looks like originally. The birds are so small when you're hunting them. And as we saw previously, I was terrible at hunting them, but there's actually a good amount of meat on them.
All right, so there we have our two quail breasts. We have the tender that hung on that one, and here you are left with the legs and thighs. So
Still more usable meat.
Right, you can use those. You can just yank them right off. It's very, very easy because quail bones are extremely fragile and small. You can actually just pop that right off. And you can fry these up just like chicken wings. You can treat these the exact same way that we're gonna do today. All right, we can always save that for a nice stock. All right, let's put those to the side.
Quail stock.
Now what we've done with the quail meat is we put it first into milk, regular vitamin D.
What does it do?
What's it going to do is it's going to leach all of the blood out of the meat. And the blood in the meat is where you're going to get the most gamey flavor from the meat. So this is common with venison, rabbit, quail, all sorts of wild game. So we'll go ahead and join these in there with them. All right, we already have a few breasts in here soaking in the milk.
How long do you want to soak it for?
I did these overnight, and it will help you, it will benefit you to switch the milk a couple of times.
Because there'll be blood in it.
You see some quail breasts are a little larger than the others, and once they macerate in the milk, you get this nice kind of milky color to them because all the blood has leached out.
So we took our quail out of the milk and now we're marinating it.
Yeah, and this is actually the same marinade we do at Cava. This is a combination of buttermilk, Creole mustard, and crystal hot sauce.
It smells awesome.
Yep. So after it's marinating in there, now we have to do is make our herbed breadcrumbs.
And what you said that was kind of interesting is that this is a lot of what the diet the quail actually eat is.
A lot of our wild game down here will find a lot of this in nature and will eat this. So we have fresh parsley, fresh basil, and my favorite, fresh mint. The mint will also really help with wild game too, preventing that game flavor. We're gonna grind that in our food presser with a little bit of salt. Okay, salt's gonna help break all that up. Start that. Once those are roughly chopped, about halfway there, we're gonna go in with some panko breadcrumbs. Panko breadcrumbs are very, very, very dry, which is great. So what's gonna happen here is the chlorophyll and those green herbs are gonna dye that breadcrumbs green.
I wish you could smell this right now. It smells so good.
Yeah, you can really smell the mint. It smells amazing. Right. That looks good. Now we still have some herbs grabbed onto our breadcrumbs, so we still get a little bit of flavor from that. So we do want that.
It smells so good. I love that herb scent. The one thing I like about recipes like this is when you see them at a restaurant, they seem super complicated, but once you really break it down, anybody could do this.
That's right, absolutely. Now all we have to do is remove our quail from our marinade.
It smells like a garden in here. It really smells wonderful.
Since you have all this marinade, Creole mustard, buttermilk sticking onto it already, that's your wet. Right, so you just press right into your breadcrumbs.
What kind of oil are we using?
This is just regular soybean oil.
Okay.
I like to use soybean oil because we grow a lot of soybeans here in Louisiana, so I like to be an advocate of that. All right, so now we're just pressing these breadcrumbs on the quail. You want to make sure that you press very tightly. You're also going to flatten the quail a little bit. And now we're just placing these into hot vegetable oil to fry.
I imagine it doesn't take too long to fry, being that it's kind of a smaller piece of meat.
Exactly, and that helps us, keeps our herbs nice, bright, and green too.
How do you know when it's ready to come out of the oil?
You have to use your sixth sense as a chef.
Ah,
Yeah.
this is where trial and error comes in handy.
Yeah, but honestly, you're just looking for color. Once you get a nice golden brown color, you haven't lost too much green in your herbs, that's when you should be just about done. Whenever you're placing food into hot oil, you always want to make sure you place it away from you.
Because it'll spatter.
It'll splash right up.
I learned that the hard way the other day.
Yep, picture splash, the backsplash on your kitchen.
All right, so coming up after the break, we're going to show you what the finished product looks and give it a try.
Oh yeah.
Here's how I guarantee my crawfish tastes great every time. I use Louisiana Fish Fry brand seafood boil. Why do the pros use Louisiana Fish Fry seafood boil?
Because the flavor is so good.
It has more garlic, onion, paprika, lemon, and not too much salt.
It has much better flavor.
Louisiana Fish Fry brand seafood boil. Find the yellow bag, pour and boil for great crawfish every time.
In 1967, Dutch Stogner realized his dream to run his own meat market. 50 years and 3 generations later, Double D and the Stogner family still operate with Dutch's original commitment to quality. Pick up some Double D sausage today and share your good times with us on Facebook.
I wish you could smell what it smells like in Cava right now. We just finished up the herb crusted quail. We're here at Cava with Chef Austin. Tell us when you're open and where you're located.
We are at 789 Harrison Avenue, and we are right next to the fire station in Lakeview Grocery. We're open from 5 o'clock to 9 o'clock weekdays. We close at 10 on the weekends, and we open at 4:30 for happy hour if you guys want to come in Monday through Thursday.
All right, I've been waiting. Let's plate this up and give it a try. It looks delicious.
All right, so we have just some little light mixed greens here. Just gonna place those right around the mixed greens. And here we have some traditional New Orleans remoulade sauce. And
Would
we're
you
just gonna
serve this
dress
as an
up.
appetizer or as a full entree?
Absolutely, I'd serve this just as an appetizer.
Awesome.
For a full entree, we'd have to put a vegetable and a starch and all that on there. So we're just gonna do a little drizzle of remoulade sauce right over the top.
I'm starving. This looks delicious.
Right, and there we have our
All right.
herb-crusted
All
breast
right,
of quail.
The true test. It's very tender and it's very hot. I'll be taking this down. You guys have a good day.